Welcome, US Patriots could protect Ukraine's power grid. Russia threatens unpredictable consequences. Russia's attacks on Ukraine's power grid are targeting the entire population, casting people into darkness and cold, and pushing the US closer to sending the Patriot missile defense system long sought by Ukraine's government. But news, first reported by CNN, that the US is finalizing plans to send the system to Ukraine triggered a cryptic warning from Russia's US Embassy Wednesday of unpredictable consequences. Sending the Patriot missiles would be seen as an escalation by the US, Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova added Thursday. Earlier, many experts, including those overseas, questioned the rationality of such a step, which would lead to an escalation of the conflict and increase the risk of directly dragging the US Army into combat, Zakharova said at a briefing in Moscow. The Patriot system is expensive and complicated and requires intensive training for the multiple people it takes to operate it, but could help the country guard against Russian attacks that have left millions without power. Asked Thursday about Russian warnings that the Patriot system would be provocative, Pentagon Press Secretary Brig General Pat Ryder said those comments would not influence US aid to Ukraine. "I find it ironic and very telling that officials from a country that brutally attacked its neighbor in an illegal and unprovoked invasion, that they would choose to use words like provocative to describe defensive systems that are meant to save lives and protect civilians," Ryder told reporters. Despite Russia's propaganda to portray themselves as victims, it's important to remember that Russia is the aggressor here, he said. However, he added, the US is not at war with Russia, and we do not seek conflict. Our focus is on providing Ukraine with the security assistance it needs to defend itself. Ryder also said the US would amp up its training of Ukrainian armed forces with exercises in Europe. Frustrated on the battlefield and short of ammunition, Russian officials have seemed to embrace nuclear rhetoric in recent weeks. In what may be a no less subtle message than calling the Patriot deployments provocative, Russia's defense ministry shared video of the installation of a Yars intercontinental ballistic missile into a silo launcher in the Kaluga region for what Alexei Sokolov, commander of the Kozylsky missile formation, called combat duty as planned. Russian President Vladimir Putin recently said the threat of nuclear war was growing and suggested his country could abandon its no first-use nuclear weapons doctrine, under which Russia has said it would only use nuclear weapons to defend its homeland. Putin's comments came after drone strikes hit military infrastructure deep inside Russia. Russia's military blamed Ukraine for the strikes.